There's a fairy in your kitchen, and today I'm in Palm Springs, California. Jezebel and I just drove in, and we're going to head over to my friend Pete's house where we're going to make my friend Ron's recipe for tortilla soup. So come with us, I'm going to get changed, and we're going to enjoy a great recipe. Hi everybody, well I got changed. The trip here to Palm Springs has been awesome. It's the first road trip with Jezebel and I have to tell you, I apologize for her appearance because she went to a costume party last night. She's still in the gear, and she's trying to hydrate right now to become a little more personalized here on this little cooking segment. So today we are again in Palm Springs at my friend Pete's house, and we're going to be making my friend Ron's tortilla soup, and I've kind of fairyized it a little bit, so it's going to be Fairy Tortilla Soup, and it's something very simple, and I think you're going to really like it. So basically what you got to start out with is 64 ounces of chicken broth, and I already got that in the pot. And then what you need to do is saute a whole purple onion, and many of you call it a red onion, but I call it a purple onion. And I'm going to slide that over here, put the pot over here on the burner and get that started. But here's what we're going to be adding to the purple onion. And we're going to saute that up, and then we're going to transfer everything into the pot here. So what we're going to do is get a large can of black beans and dump that in there. And this is going to be so good, I can't wait. And 2 cans of diced roasted tomatoes. It's going to add a nice little kick and color to this dish. And it's going to be kind of soupy and also kind of chunky, so it's going to be kind of like a stew. And then we're going to add 4 cans of those small diced green chilies. So I'm going to add that in here. So it's really already starting to look good. And then a can corn, or you could do frozen corn, but this was canned, so we're just going to add that in here. And Ronnie Woo, I think this is an inspiring dish, so I think you should copy it for me and make it your own. As I always tell you with all my dishes, you got to make them your own. Then we're going to take a whole roasted chicken, and what I did is I, took it and pulled the meat off and got it here in the bowl. You could also do 4 roasted in the oven chicken breasts, but let me tell you, if you have the time, just buy roasted chicken. You'll save more money and do it yourself. So we're going to get this all together. I'm going to transfer this over to the stove and saute it up, and then we're going to come back with the finished product, and it's going to taste and look so awesome, and it's going to be a great dish for you to serve to friends and family. And at this time of year, it's going to be very, very healthy. So stay with me and we'll be right back. Well, we're back, and I've been finishing up everything. So as I mentioned, I put everything, I sauteed up all the vegetables and tomatoes, and then I mixed that in with the pot with the chicken and the chicken broth. And this has turned out to be absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to bring it over here and show my friend Ron, who is videotaping today. And I'm not going to trip over the horse, but look how beautiful that is. It's just all kinds of colors, chicken and soup. And I'm going to tell you, make this ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, and then when you have guests come over, you've got this huge pot of tortilla soup, and you just heat it up on the stove, and even for a date night, it's going to be awesome. Then you take a thin corn tortilla and put that on top. Do I do the cheese next?
Cheese next.
Cheese next. Okay, we love the cheeses.
Cheese, say cheese.
Say cheese. So lots of cheese. So we did a little Mexican blend, but you can do jalapeno pepper jack, whatever you feel good, or just cheddar, but it's going to be so yummy. And then we're going to garnish with a little bit of avocado, just because you can, to add a little color and texture. And then we're going to do a little dollop of sour cream on there, and then sprinkle with cilantro. Now if you don't like cilantro, Some people say it tastes like soap. Italian parsley, or you can just leave it out. It really doesn't matter. One of the things I did leave out when we were making the recipe that I added was a can of chipotle chilies, and I put 2 of them in here, and you dice it up. Do it to whatever heat level you want or heat index. And 1 teaspoon of cumin. Added that in there. Now this does go good with the Dos Equis, but she's stuck to the martini, so we'll just keep her hydrated there with the martini. And I guess now it's time for the taste test. So what you do is, this is a great presentation, and I'm just gonna take your spoon, break up the tortilla, get some chicken, and we'll do a taste test here. Oh my goodness. This was very magic, very easy, and very delicious. So once again, I want to thank all of you for joining me today in Palm Springs as we're on the journey up the West Coast here. Where we'll stop next, who knows. But I would like to invite Chef Art Smith, Ronnie Wu, Sandra Lee, and Ellen Call Me. I'd love to be a fairy in their kitchen. And everybody, thanks again for watching, and have a great day.